Grand evening. Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, the psychic astrologer. My website is readings by leonardmunson.net. The weekly overview, Gemini, from June the 5th to the 12th, 2025. I'd like to wish every Gemini a happy solar return. I wish you health, wealth, success, happiness, and love, and especially loving yourself. Fall in love with yourself, baby. Then that person will fall in love with you. Gemini, your solar sun is in your first house. This is the collective reading, so take what you need and leave the rest. We're going to talk about finances and money. All right, Gemini. Gemini represents transportation, all form of technology, communication, mechanical things, siblings, short distance travel, publishing, writing, speaking, advertisement, research, investigation. Okay? So, the moon is in Libra. So you're doing a balance here with your finances. You're investing, you're saving, you're spending things to improve your environment. That means in your home. You're learning to say no and set boundaries for people who are leeches, who will ask and never return what you give. You're giving from the heart to who you want to give and not giving to anyone else who don't deserve it. Mercury's in Gemini. You're communicating with yourself, knowing what you want, that you are number one. You're not putting people before you. You're setting boundaries and saying no. You don't care what they think or say about you. You're living your authentic self. Venus is in Aries, so Venus deals with money or finance. You're taking action to improve your finances and to save. You're taking action to get out of debt, cut off the credit cards, overburdening, saving for the things that you want. You have learned your lessons, some of you. Mars in Leo, the vigor, the force, the drive, the passion, the sensuality, the aggression, the war. You're going after what you want. You're staying isolated to a certain extent to recharge and to figure out what you want, not what other people want as far as your finances and money. Some of you will go back to school. Some of you are going to get a promotion. Some of you are going to get a new job. Some of your side hustles are beginning to make money. Some of you are going to retire. Opportunity for expansion and growth, abundance, blessings, wealth, the truth. So the good that you have done, the universe is opening up those warehouses of abundance and giving it to you. You already have the abundance. That's just the mindset that you have to have. You don't chase it, you have it. Uranus and Taurus, some of you have been in a chaotic situation about your money, but you're really figuring out what you were doing wrong, eliminating the people and things that no longer serve you. Neptune in Pisces, fear, doubt, illusion, fantasy, deception, lies. Head in the clouds, rose-colored glasses. Stepping out on faith, knowing that you and the divine source of light, it's always been in your corner and always gave you that push. Step into the unknown. Pluto in Aquarius, death and resurrection, rebirth, change, transformation. It's retrograding. When a planet's retrograding, it's moving backwards, reviewing when it was going direct and making that correction. North Node in Pisces, get out of that illusion, fantasy, and fear, and looking at reality. Saturn in Aries, lessons being learned about finances and money. Turn out that old foundation and building on a new foundation. Thinking outside the box and having open-minded. Living in a Scorpio, not having someone with this share of resources draining you. If there's any draining, you're going to stop it right now. Chiron in Aries, getting out of that wounded warrior, that scarcity mindset, getting to abundance and a survivor. Gemini, happy solar return. The next sign is Libra. Libra, your solar sun is in the ninth house. The ninth house is Sagittarius. It's a house of universal truth, religion, philosophy, mysticism, dreams, competitiveness, higher education. Some of you going back to school. Higher education, foreign travel, foreign culture, learning a foreign language. Libra, your solar sun, and the ruling planet of the ninth house is Jupiter. So Jupiter is in Gemini. So new opportunity for expansion, growth, abundant blessing, the truth and karma is opening up for you. Now there's a lot of opportunities, but you got to pick the one that's going to have the longevity. With the sun in Gemini, that's another fellow air sign, so things are moving forward. You're communicating better. Mercury's in Gemini. That is the ruling planet of Gemini. You're communicating better in your finances and money and what you want to do. Some of you are in a side hustle that's beginning to move forward. Venus in Aries is no longer time to talk about, it's time for action. Mars in Leo, self-expression, children, matters of the heart, morals, principle, leadership, self, judges, arts and entertainment. So these are some places where you're going to get into, where you're going to find out you can make money from. Saturn in Aries, that old foundation about finances, money being wiped away. You're looking things in a new direction, okay? Saturn is going to give you a new direction, lessons to learn, father time. You're going to roll with the punches. If you try to fight it, you're going to knock down. Open-minded, thinking outside the box. Neptune and Aries, those fears, those doubts, the anxiety, the illusion, fantasy, head in the clouds, rose-colored glasses, faith. Step out on faith into the unknown. The unknown is going to embrace you with abundance. Pluto and Aquarius, retrograding. When a planet's retrograding, it's moving backwards. Reviewing one is going direct and making correction, rebirth, change, transformation. The illusion, the North Node in Pisces. Get out of that illusion, see reality. Liveth in Scorpio. Get out of that shared resource if it's draining you. Chiron in Aries. Get out of that moon of war, that scarcity mindset. Get into abundant and abundant mindset, okay? All right, now. Aquarius, your solar sun is in the fifth house. The fifth house is Leo. It deals with self-expression, children, matters of the heart, leadership, morals, principle, arts, entertainment, judges, and it deals with self. Its ruling planet is the sun. So again, you're going to benefit, Aquarius, with the sun in Gemini, okay? And Leo in your fifth house is also going to benefit. So ideas about improving your finances and money is coming into being. Okay? All right? The moon in Libra, you balance it out. There was an unbalance going on. Now you have balanced it out and you found the middle ground. Mercury in Gemini, you're communicating what you want in your finances and money and what you don't want, what you're not going to tolerate. Venus in Aries, no longer to talk about it. It's time for action. If you want these changes in your finances and money to come out of the stagnation, out of the red into the black Gemini, you have to do it. Jupiter in Gemini is going to open opportunities for expansion, growth, abundant blessings for you. But you got to pick the one that had the longevity. Saturn in Aries, that old attitude about finances, money being wiped away. You're building a new foundation, open-minded and thinking outside the box. Uranus and Taurus, some of you are in a chaotic state that you need to get out of this about your finances and money so you have freedom and independence. Neptune and Aries, the illusion of fantasy is gone. Step out on faith. Pluto and Aquarius retrograde. When the planet's retrograde is moving backwards, reviewing one is going direct, making that correction. Transformation and change. North Node in Pisces, you're getting out that fantasy stuff about the lesson that you need to learn in this lifetime about finances and money. Liveth in Scorpio, is anyone draining you in the share resources? Get rid of them. Chiron and Aries, start being the wounded warrior, start being that scarcity mindset, and be a survivor in abundance. You have this abundance. You don't have to chase it, you have it.